right here to open gallery. And then that tray folder that I told you about, the one that you can find where you find your mods folder, there's a folder that says tray. Everything that's in that tray is in this library. And I just want to remind you, I do not have any custom content and I do not have any mods in my game right now. I took that folder out, I titled it something different, and I put it on my desktop. So the game will automatically regenerate another mod folder because you removed your latest mod folder and put it on your desktop. That mod folder is empty, so I have no mods, no custom content in my game. But I did drop in a folder that I always update when we have a new expansion pack. And this is what you're looking at right now. It's called the tray. In the tray folder, you're going to have houses, lots, rooms, all created by Maxis. If you go and look at yours right now, you will see the same thing that I have in mine. The only thing that you will see that's extra in here are things that I personally added myself by downloading them from the gallery or creating them myself. Now, the reason why I keep a folder and I title mine, when you put it in your game, it's called tray. But I title mine Tray Maxis, and then I take it back out of my game. And I only update this every time we get an expansion pack. Let me show you why. If you go to lots, you will see these locations, not locations, but these items. There are certain items in here that some people don't have, such as this one. If you don't own I think it was a stuff pack. If you don't own the stuff pack, you don't have this lot included. So Maxis added it for you. But there are some things in here, okay, that were added by me, such as, let me go back to people because it's easier to show. These characters right here, you probably all recognize them. They're created by Maxis, but they aren't automatically added to your tray. You have to go to Maxis's, oh, that sounds weird. You have to go to the gallery and find Maxis, and then you can go and download all the characters that they've added from the trailers. This is why I do this. This is what I'm calling prep. Now, I haven't prepped since we got Dream Home Decorator Pack. That's why that's all you're seeing at the top. But before that, I had other sims that I added, such as Snowy Escape. I like to add the characters that are used in the trailers, but that can get very time consuming to have to keep going back and downloading them. This is why for my prep, I keep a file that I call Tray Maxis, and then I just update it every time there's an expansion. So you can see characters from the Magic pack. We got the Realm of Magic. You can see expansion people from University. This is from the University pack, Discover University. All of these characters were made from previous trailers that Maxis uploads to the internet for us to add to our game. And this may seem like, oh, not a big deal, but it becomes very useful later when you want to save time and just jump into your new game, which we all want to do as quickly as possible when we get a new expansion pack. Here's another one. This is from Seasons. They were all used on the commercials. This one too is from Seasons. This is the climates that was used on the trailer for the Seasons pack. So like I mentioned before, this is Get Famous. You get the idea. It's good to keep a tray file that you keep maybe on your desktop or maybe on a flash drive, or if you have an external hard drive. For me, I have 2 drives in my computer. So I keep this as a backup in my backup folder somewhere. But again, this is just simply my tray file, because when you start playing and you go online and you start adding sims that other people create from the gallery, you start adding houses, there's no way to separate Maxis and easily have an unaltered, custom content free, that's very important, custom content free version of all your Maxis characters created by the gallery. Now don't count these, I made these myself. That's my late mother, and so I never wanted to lose it. So that's why I keep her in this file as well. But for the most part, all of these characters you can see are made by Maxis. Okay, so what you do is you just go to Maxis and you download the characters that they have created and uploaded for us, courtesy of Maxis. And you can download all the characters from the trailers. They have other characters as well, but I personally am only interested in characters that you see on the trailers. So that's what I download. You can download whichever you like. But to save yourself some time, it is good practice, that I suggest anyway, that you go and download them all in a clean, custom content free new save, so that that's the only thing in the tray file. Then after you have everything that you want, you end your game, you go back and name it Trade Maxis, and then you pull that file out and put it on your desktop, or you store it in your flash drive or your external hard drive, whichever way you wish to save it. Just put it somewhere safe that you're going to remember. To save time, I have done something for you guys. I have uploaded a lot of the original Maxis characters into one download, because EA still has them available to download, but you would have to download them all individually. I save you the time if you wanted to come and find them on my gallery, which as you can see is Cyber Queen 13. I've gone around and Sim Guru Jill has put up a couple of characters. Not all of them you will find on her page. This one as well, I did this one. Sim Guru Zeph, I can't even pronounce this. Zephyr. Anyway, as you can see, you won't find every character under Maxis. Some of those characters you'd have to go back and find the gurus that uploaded them. Again, this is Sim Guru Zephyr. I'm probably saying that wrong, I'm sorry. But instead of having to go and find them all, because some people may not even know who this guru is. This is years old. When did this go up? 2016 I made this file. To save yourself the trouble, you can come to my page. I've done it for, I think, 4 or 5 of them. And then I have also grabbed the characters that came out with the Get to Work pack. And I put them all together because EA does have them up available, but they're all in separate downloads. So it's up to you if you want to manually go and get them all yourself. You're more than welcome to. But I do have a few of these available to you so that to save you time. So things like this one as well. Now, get to the point, right? Let's get to the point. My last time updating my tray Maxis file was with the Dream Home Decorator pack. So I grabbed all those characters that EA uploaded for the Dream Home Decorator pack. That's what all of these are, minus the Goths, of course. I grabbed them as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Maxis, and I'm going to go and find all the ones after this download. So we're at Maxis. I'm already following them, and I'm going to hit View Catalog. Then I'm going to come over here and just do households because that's all I'm here for. And then I go back until I find the last one I uploaded or downloaded to my library, which, as I just showed you, it was all of these characters you see here. So I have all of these, and I stopped with this couple right here, this lady and little girl. I stopped here, so I don't need to download this one. Plus, you can see that it says I already have this. This household is already saved. And I always give a heart because I want EA to know that I really appreciate that they upload these, because for many years they didn't used to, and you'd have to beg and beg and beg. And then after enough begging, they would finally upload them. But now it's common practice, and Maxis has gotten used to the fact that we all want these lovely characters in our saved games. So they automatically just usually upload them to the gallery. That being said, I now have this row, because we have the wolf pack, and we have the high school years, and those have not been added to my game. So I'm going to go back through, and I'm going to add everyone that I want from the trailers. I can tell you now, I don't want this chick. If you guys don't remember, I think EA was making fun, poking fun. A lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, there were some people who were, they thought she looked, I can't even come up with a good word. She looked a little weird. She kept popping up on your screen when you first loaded the game. And then EA decided, yeah, here it is. Hey there. You may have seen me on the main menu by now, maybe one too many times. And I'm here to stay. What should we do first? So this is EA poking fun at our community because a lot of people were getting annoyed that she was popping up on the main menu and she just looked a little strange. So EA now took her off the main menu, but they did upload her to the gallery. But she was never in a trailer. And I personally only collect the characters from trailers. So I don't want to add her to my game. If you want to add her, this would be a great time to add her. This character too, I don't remember him being in a trailer. There's probably people laughing right now because they know who he is. But I have no personal attachment to him, so I'm not going to add him to my file. This is the original Goths, everybody knows, but I don't want to add them because they will show up in my game later twice, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Actually, I'll talk about it now because I'll probably forget. If you use MCC Command Center to populate your world and you say use my library, which is what we're essentially filling up your tray, then they would show up in your world twice because they already come in the game. So that's why I'm not going to download them and put them in my tray, because I don't want MCC Command Center to add them to the game when they are already in the game. Now, this is, I guess, a pack of wolves that were used in, I think, a live stream. Now, they're not on a trailer, but they are on a live stream. And I think I'm going to add them. This is the only sim that came from the actual trailer. She was on the wolf pack, the werewolves expansion pack trailer. And so I will definitely be adding her. But I'm going to go in order because I want to keep it neat and organized. So, like I said, it's up to you what you add. But I'm going to go ahead and add... Ooh, do I want to do that? Now I don't know if I want to do that because they weren't in a trailer. Maybe I will just add her. So now she's in my trailer, I'm in my tray. And if I use MCC Command Center, it will automatically add her to the game. But if you did want more werewolves, EA did make more, and they added them for you to add them to the game. I just don't remember these guys being in the trailer. Maybe they were in the trailer, but it doesn't say it on here, so I'm not going to add them. Same as this girl, EA made her and they gave her a little backstory. I think EA started doing these backstories because the community was missing The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. And this was EA's way of trying to give you some lore, but they didn't really do it for me. So it's not the same as Sims 2 lore. I'm not going to add her either. Same as this one. They are not in the trailer, I don't believe. I think they were just some Sims that EA decided to help populate your world with. And I'm not going to add them. I really do only like adding those that come from the trailers. Now this Sim, I'm not even sure if I know who this is. I'm going to say that it's somebody they sponsored, that they paid to be on their commercials. Like a human, because we also have, what's her name, Bobby Brown, see if I can find her, who was on Stranger Things, and I think they made her into a Sim. I'll have to find her maybe a little later. I'm not seeing her, but they weren't real, they were just real people that they turned into Sims so that you could add them into your game if you wanted them. But again, my tray, I only want the Sims that I've gotten used to from the trailers. I just like running into them in town. So here's a character that was from the trailer. This is from the high school pack. So I will definitely be adding him to my save. And now I have him forever. This is another set of Sims that I really want to add, but you have to ask yourself, do I want the teenage version of, you know, Mortimer Goth, Bella Goth, you know, Bob Pancakes? Do I want the teenage versions of these guys walking around town? Because their adult versions are already going to be walking around town. So if you're going to use a mod to install characters, you would have to make sure that you didn't have, I mean, you could do what you want to do, but it would look a little weird if you've got the young versions of them walking around town. However, that being said, I am going to grab them because I believe you can go and just delete them and you wouldn't have to worry about it affecting your game. You wouldn't, but I want to keep them. So it's up to you what you add to your tray. And then lastly, I'm going to add this girl. Now this girl, everybody knows her now when you first turn your game on. She's the tutorial girl, for lack of a better term. But she walks you through the tutorial on how to play the game. The only reason why I want her is because she looks very unique. And I believe she has the new hair. You can't see it here, but there's like pencils and stuff through her hair. And I thought she looked very unique. And she will not show up in my game unless I add her. So I'm going to add her into my tray file. This way, sometimes you'll see her walking around town. But these other characters, I just don't feel like I have any connection to. And so I don't particularly care to have them saved in my game. But you can add as many of the characters as you want. The whole point of this is to have a tray file with all your favorite characters saved to it, so that when you have a new expansion pack, you can load up your game and easily find all the characters that you had in your old games and not have to go, here's Bobby Brown. And I did not add her, as you can see. She's a real person, real life. And for me, I didn't want that in my game. I only wanted the characters from Maxis that were in the trailers. But yeah, you can go and you can add your characters back into your save easily if you've kept them all in your tray. So let's take a look at my tray. This is my tray. This is the gallery. Okay. But I'm going to go back to my tray. So now you can see everything that I will be saving on my desktop, so that when we get the new expansion, I can easily just go and drop all these characters back into my save and not have a problem. And that's pretty much all I got for you. I did update these. These are my sim cells, but I'll just keep those there, because I think even my updated version, I want to say they might have custom content on them. I hope they don't, but I got a funny feeling I might have had a default skin replacement or something in my game. I hate how long this takes to load. If I do go over to Sims 5, I really hope this loads faster. This is very annoying when it happens. Let me go to rooms and then go here. Nope, it's still doing it. It takes too long. Anyway, you also, since I'm over here, I can show you. You also can go to Maxis and download rooms. A lot of these came with the game, but I know that there are some that they uploaded, and you'd have to go to Maxis. Like this one, I think you have to actually go to their page and look at rooms. Yeah, so all of these were added, and you can download them so that you just have a complete collection of the rooms if you're into that thing. As you can see, I have them all. Room already saved. So yeah, I usually keep them. When we get the new pack, I'm sure they're going to update rooms, especially since we're getting infants. So there's probably going to be rooms for infants and all that good stuff. We might even get new rooms tomorrow with the update. EA likes to do that. They give us these rooms, and they don't even talk about this. I don't know how many people even click on rooms, but it's really good if you want to quickly make a house, and EA does upload these for us. So maybe if you're doing your tray file to save, maybe you can go and grab them all. They also do lots, so I'll see if that loads faster for us. It seems to take forever when you're doing a video. Oh goodness, it's taking forever. Yeah, hopefully Sims 5's gallery will be a lot faster. Wowzers. Okay, anyway, you can go and do this for rooms, for lots, and for your households. I'm just going to close this because it's going too slow. And then don't count this one. I did this for myself. It's something that I found through the gallery I didn't want to lose, so I saved that in there, but otherwise everything is made by Maxis. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for you, is just to give you guys, a little tip on how to quickly populate your new saves if you take the time to go and keep a clean tray. And again, I took my mods folder out completely. I have no mods, no custom content in my game. And then I just go and I update this folder. It's the tray folder. I update it with all the Maxis characters. that come out with each new pack. And then what you do is after you've got them all here, you close your game, and then you go into the folder or file where you find your mods and your saves, and you will see the folder that says tray. You're going to copy that folder, put it on your desktop, and name it something different. I name mine Tray Maxis, and that way I know everything in there is made by Maxis. And then you can, and if you want to keep this, that's fine, but a lot of us have houses and characters we downloaded from the gallery from other players. You probably want to keep that in your game. But this is to where you can keep a backup of all of your Maxis characters, houses, and rooms. And you just keep that tray called Maxis on your desktop. Yeah, and then you go back and add back in your old tray that has all your houses and characters that you've collected over the months, possibly years, from other creators. So I hope this helped. I'm not very, experienced with MCC Command Center, but I do know that if you want to quickly populate your new world, your new save game, it is very easy to just grab this file that you've made, your Tray Maxis file. That's what I name mine, and I keep it on my desktop. You just drop this back in, get rid of the word Maxis or whatever you put at the end, and keep it saying Tray, and then you go turn your game on. This folder will be in here, and then you go and set your MCC Command Center to populate your town using just your tray, and it will populate it with all the things that all the characters that you've saved, and they will be your new townies. And I just love that. It saves me so much time because I'm updating this after every new expansion pack. So when we get the new, I'm just beating a dead horse now, I'm just repeating myself, but when we get the new pack, the Growing Together pack, we're probably going to get lucky and EA will upload all the characters from the trailers, and then I'll go right back to Maxis again, and I will go and download just the households that will be made available from the new expansion pack. They'll be in order right up here. And then I just download them and save them to this, this tray folder that I'm keeping up to date. And I've been doing this for years. This has been updated for a long time. So I hope this is helpful. I just thought I'd do a quick video. Have I really been talking for 30 minutes? I don't know where time goes when I start talking in this game. But I hope this was helpful. I am going to upload this on YouTube as well. It's the same name. It's Cyber Queen. If you would like to go there, if this gets taken down, because I think my Twitch videos only stay up for 7 days. But this will be on YouTube as well if you needed a reference to figure out how to do it again. All right, guys. I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever time zone you are in. Bye-bye.